Follow along as we hike to the summit of Mount Glasgow North. With all the amazing hikes we have in the Canadian Rockies, chose this one for its close location to Calgary. So this one is out past Bragg Creek on the Highway 40 to Forget-Me-Not Pond and Little Elbow Campground parking, and it takes just under an hour from the northwest side of the city. Besides the close proximity, we also love the option to be able to run in or bike in the first few kilometers before you hit any incline. You will also find it very useful to have a digital map or an app with the route, as there are many offshoots with biking trails, hiking trails, all in the area. So to make sure you're on the right route to Mount Glasgow North, make sure you have that map downloaded. After making your way through the trees in some soft loam and mossy conditions, you start to break through the tree line a little bit and you have an excellent view of Nahahi Ridge. We found from this vantage point, we had a really good panoramic view of just how beautiful our Canadian Rockies are and the route we are about to go up. Right here at this point, it looks like that's the summit, yet you will find with this hike that there are a lot of false summits, probably 4 or 5 on the way up. Now, as we are doing this in late October, with some nice seasonally warm temperatures, we did find some snow in areas where the sun didn't hit, and it was scattered with snow all the way up. But there were also some pockets where it looked like it was spring or summer-like conditions with some nice dry areas. And as we got closer to the summit, we found quite a few rocks that had a lot of fossils, and in particular this one had quite a few shells and a lot of relics of this being below water level millions of years ago. What we also liked about this hike was all the different geological features. There were quite a few spots that looked like giant steps, and again, some shale on the way up, and the views, panoramic views all the way, were just second to none. We also tackled this hike early in the morning at first light, just to make sure that we didn't run into any stormy, windy conditions in the afternoon when they usually pop up in this area. Now, with that being said, as we got to the summit, as you can see here, the winds were whipping. Our original plan was to hike across this ridge you'll see in a second, up to Garachimel, and then loop back down. But with those whipping winds, we made the decision to make this just an up and back summit hike. It's worth noting that this is rated a strenuous and difficult hike, and we would concur with that rating. There wasn't a lot of exposure, but there were a few spots where you needed 3 points of contact to make your way across. And check out this video of Mike jumping and getting blown about 3 feet to the side on just a tiny little jump. With the winds as strong as they were, Mike pointed out that it felt like as if you were putting your head out your car window, going about 100 kilometers an hour, and you have a hard time catching your breath. It didn't stop us though from having a nice cold summit beer and enjoying the amazing views on top of Mount Glasgow. And here again was that ridge line that we avoided just due to the windy conditions. And on the way back down, we made sure to enjoy taking the views of where the Little Elbow River and the Elbow River come together. And for those that like a little bit of adventure, we do too. We went a little off grid and followed the river back downstream towards the trailhead. Total time for this hike was 6 hours. The total moving time was 4 hours. I clocked in at 14 kilometers and 900 meters of elevation gain. And like any epic hike, make sure you enjoy it because you earned it. Thanks everybody for following along on our journey up to Mount Glasgow North in Kananaskis Country, Alberta. Please make sure to like the video and subscribe and keep checking back as there are more adventures coming your way.